Hey everyone, today's topic today is going to be one that hits home with me in that I can speak from experience, and that is 5 identify reasons why your friends and family will not support you. 5 reasons why your friends and family will not support you. So let's just be real. We all need support. We all need moral support. A lot of times when you are pursuing a goal, you're doing something for the very first time. You may just want to start a family, get married, travel the world, whatever it is that you are setting your mind to do. You will find it hard to have your friends and family support you. Now, I want to talk to those of you who are like me. You would give the shirt off your back to help someone. You would be one of those friends that would actually invest money into somebody's business. You will like their posts for their business. You see what it is that they're trying to do, and you may not particularly like their service or their product each and every time, but because you rock with that person, because that is your friend and you are being a friend, you are going to support them in whatever way that you can. It doesn't take much to support someone, okay? So that's the type of person that I am speaking to today. And I just want to encourage you. And I'm going to start off with a scripture from John 3:16, and I'm reading from the King James Version. It says, "But Jesus said unto them, a prophet is honored everywhere except in his own hometown and among his relatives and his own family." We are not greater than our teacher. We are not greater than God. So Jesus is telling us himself that a prophet is not accepted in his own hometown. Jesus had experience with this. The Jews, Jesus was a Jew. The Jews said, "Crucify him, crucify him." They did not know that Jesus was the Son of the living God. They did not know who he was. They did not know he was the Messiah. So they said, "Crucify him." So Jesus was not accepted. And because you are a child of God, because you were chosen, because you are a believer, you will not be accepted from your hometown. Now, there may be one or two or a few that will accept what it is that you are trying to do in your life. And if you have that, be grateful to God. You are truly, truly blessed, because it is hard to find friend and family support at the beginning. Oh, they'll get there at the end when they see, other people validating you, other people who endorse you. Then they'll be the first to say, "Oh yeah, that's my cousin over there," or "That's my sister, my brother over there." And they'll want to use your name to make themselves look good. But in the beginning, it was not so. They were not there to support you. So I just want to encourage you today. Hebrews chapter 13:2 says, "Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares." So just know that God is going to send you his angels. It may not be, supernatural angels, but it will be your destiny kingdom helpers. It's going to be those that are like-minded individuals who see what it is that you're trying to do, and they will help you. You will get help from a stranger. So don't be afraid to venture out there into the deep into whatever it is that you are looking to do in your life. When you want to change for the better, you may want to get fit. You may want to get healthy. You may want to take out meats out of your diet. You may want to travel the world. It could be anything. You may want to stop hanging out at a particular place. Maybe God showed and revealed to you, stop hanging out at this particular place. And, you want to be obedient to what God had told you. So just stay firm and know that God has your back when everybody else does not. So we're going to jump into this topic. 5 reasons why your friends and family do not support you. Number one, they don't relate to you. They simply don't relate because they're not pursuing anything in their life. And when they're not pursuing anything in their life, they don't understand why you are. They look at you like an alien. They look at you and wonder to themselves, why is she trying to do all of that? Oh, he is doing way too much. Why is he doing that? Because they don't have any goals. They don't have the same mindset. So can 2 walk together unless they agree? No, 2 cannot walk together unless they agree. You will speak to these people, try to have a conversation with them, maybe after a long time of not talking to a particular person, maybe 5 years later, and you will find that you do not relate to anything that they want to talk about. You want to talk about goals. They want to talk about gossip. It does not mesh. So the number one reason why your friends and family don't support you is they simply don't relate. Number 2, jealousy. This is a big one. Human nature, we are all born with jealousy in us. If you ever sit and watch 2 little babies playing, you will see maybe there'll be one little baby and they're playing with their rattle and they're having so much fun, laughing, giggling, playing. And then another little baby comes along, same size, same age, and they're playing with a nice little shiny ball. The first baby with the rattle drops the rattle on the floor, throws it down, and immediately crawls over to the other baby and takes the big shiny ball. Then the baby with the ball starts crying. And then an adult comes up and intervenes and says, now, Johnny, play nice with Sally. Play nice with your sister, Sally. Y'all share the ball. And so at a very, very early age, we learn how these tantrums display jealousy, how we need to share, and how to be happy for others. The problem with that is, as adults, many are not learning and getting this down, that they are to learn to be happy for others. They are to put away jealousy. The Bible tells us to put away those childish things. Once you reach a certain age, you are expected to grow. And I don't mean just grow old. Some of us are just aging. Some of us are just getting wrinkles. Some of us are just growing gray hair. And then, because you have to grow emotionally, mentally, psychologically, spiritually. You have to grow from the inside, your emotional intelligence. So we have to learn to be happy for others. And in doing so, when you have the right heart posture, God is going to bless you with that same very thing. So we should not look around us and compare our lives to others. When we see that friend or that family member getting the thing that it is that they've always wanted, just know that you're next in line. But not if you have, if you're coming from a heart of hatred, not if you are looking at them with the evil eye. Don't expect to get anything. So the number 2 reason why your friends and family do not support you is because of jealousy. Number 3 reason, they don't really rock with you. Now, this is going to be a hard one, a hard pill to swallow, but there are people who simply don't like you. Why would a person be around you, hang around you, fake on you as if they're your friend and not really like you? For many different reasons. They may want to sabotage you. They don't really rock with you. Now, I had a particular friend, or who I thought was a friend, who came to a business page I had on Facebook that I was building for about 4 or 5 years before I met this friend. And the page was positive things. I would post, positive quotes and scriptures and what have you. And the people on my page, the followers, they kept it clean for the most part. Now, I already had set up the page to block curse words and derogatory comments. But I could still see, as the admin of the page, I could still see all the type of comments, even the ones that were blocked. So I saw one day this particular friend who never really commented on any of my content. Now, had she commented consistently on my content like the followers, my main followers did, then maybe I could kind of understand. But she comes out of nowhere and she says a curse word on one of my comments and or on one of my posts. But she did it in a way where it was like she was agreeing to the post. Oh, yeah, forget that HSHIT. Now, in the past, we may have like he, ha, ha, and talked that way to each other. But you see what it is your friend is trying to do. You don't go to a person's job and start cursing and ask for your friend and starting things up at their job. Same thing with their business. Same thing with what they're building. You don't come in and try to tear it down. Now, this particular friend, I noticed, would go to another mutual friend's business page, and she would not put derogatory comments. And she may comment and like more often, but she didn't do that with my content. And it's not about you having an ego. It's not about comparison. Oh, you don't, you have to like everything. It's not about them liking everything that you do. But you really have to look at a person's intentions. She specifically went out of her way, put a curse word to try to bring my page down. So sometimes the reason why your friends and family will not support you is they don't support you out the gate. They're not rocking with you. And that was really difficult and hurtful for me to discover. But I'm glad that I learned that sooner rather than later so that I could get rid of this person out of my circle so that when I am really doing bigger things and growing in my gifts, this person is not going to be there to destroy it. So 4 reason is they are competing with you. They are competing with you. You will have people from your past, friends, family, and not even know that they are in a secret competition with you. A secret competition. You may have a child, a son, and they may have a son. Your son may grow up and maybe become a doctor or a lawyer, and their son may grow up and work in McDonald's or something. And you may not even know that this person is competing with you on every end. Every end. And they will take it out on your child. That child became greater because that's your child. It doesn't have nothing to do with the child himself or herself. It is because it came from you. And you have these secret competitions with people that you don't know nothing about. And a lot of times you need to be careful when you see maybe a particular friend copying your style. It's okay. I'm definitely that friend that, if I'm rocking a nice pair of shoes and I have a friend who says, oh, those are cute, I want to get a pair like that. And I'm like, okay, cool. It's not a big deal. But when it becomes a habit, when it seems to become something that is regular with this particular person, then you need to watch out because that person is competing with you. And a lot of times they'll do a lot more monitoring with you than having a relationship with you. There's really no conversation. There's really not much support, with what you're doing. It's just a lot of monitoring because they're looking to see the next best thing that you're doing so that they can beat it, because that's what is in their head. That's what's driving them, is in their head. You're looking ahead. You're focusing your lane. they're looking and swerving and curving over into your lane because they're too worried about competing with you and looking better than you. And that's normally the people that are closest to you. So that is the number 4 reason why your friends and family do not support you. Number five. Now, this one is simply because they are the enemy. Yes, your friend and your family can actually be sent from the enemy. When the enemy, and I'm talking about Satan, because we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but of rulers and wicked in high places. So I'm talking about Satan. When he cannot get to you, he will use those who are closest to you. And a lot of times, unfortunately, that may be a friend, that may be a sibling, that may be a cousin, that may even be a parent. Yes, a child. He will use who's closest to you to get to you. So this is going to take discernment. You may see that person always is distracting you. They may not even be aware of that they're doing this. It could be every single time in the rare occasions that you're working on something, this particular person is texting you, calling you, and distracting you. They don't support anything that you do. When you tell them about something that you're working on, it's radio silent. Radio silent. Nothing. They don't say congratulations or that's good or, keep up the good work. They may even go as far as saying about what you did in the past. And like you did this and you did that, as if that is a disqualifier of you pursuing your goals. And it is not, because people do change. And if they're not changing, they don't see that. They don't get that. But people do change. So, my friends, that's 5 reasons why your friends and family do not support you. So if you are an entrepreneur, you're starting a business, you want to do something in God's kingdom, just be encouraged and know that, and I'm leaving you with this scripture, Psalms 62, verse 1 through 2. When you're weary and you want to give up, encourage yourself in the Lord by making time in prayer and reading his word. So just know you need to encourage yourself, figure out what it is that you need to do to become marketable if you are, pursuing your goals as a business owner. Do not depend on your friends and family. If they help, good, and, be grateful for that. But do not depend on your friends and family. If you have made it to the end of this video, I ask if you would please hit that like button. Share this with somebody else that may help, because I'm sharing this content with you. You share it with somebody else, bless somebody else, watch God bless you back. And so I thank you for listening. I pray that this word blessed you on today, and please come again. Have a great one.